Hello there, Akko here again. I'm back with my ultimate Feed the Beast mod pack let's play. I forgot the name of it then. Episode 2. As you can see, I built myself a little house, and as you can see, I've given up on the standard textures and I've loaded up. I've just put the Feed the Beast Minecraft stroke Direwolf version of Sphax in there. It seems working alright. Obviously there's going to be some stuff that's just got standard textures. The stuff that's not in the Direwolf or Minecraft packs. So I've got a little base set up here. As you can see, I've got some cows, so I'm sorted for food. Got some sheep, I'm going to be needing wool. A bit of sugar cane, some wheat, some flax. So I'm getting some string, because I want to get a canvas bag made as soon as possible, so I've got a bit more carrying capacity. From last time, you can see in the distance there's the NPC village I was at, and you can see the village just there under my cursor. Sorry, the building. That's the Mistcraft building that I was looking for. It turns out I did have one. I had to kind of dig into the mountain to get to it. It was a bit up and out of the way. So from that I got myself, I borrowed things from it. I got a writing table, which I won't be using just yet. There was some bookshelves there, so I managed to get 24 books. Nice, and I got my first page, Frozen River Biome page. A fair shard of minium from killing I think it was a skeleton just outside my house. Done a little bit of mining. This is basically where I set my chest up when I start up. I've got an organic chest. I've got a blocks chest. I've got a crafted stuff chest, and I've got a resources chest. So you see, I've done a little bit of mining. I've gone down into the deep. I managed to get some green sapphires, so I made myself a couple of picks and a green sapphire sword. There's the 3 red power gems: rubies, sapphires, green sapphires. Rubies, very useful for Greg Tech, because you can turn them into chrome using a electrolyzer or a centrifuge electrolyzer, I believe. So yeah, you need to macerate them into ruby dust and then electrolyze the ruby dust, and you'll get some chrome, which is needed for the highly advanced machine blocks and stuff. So I don't use rubies for anything other than that. Sapphire is also pretty useful for making lapotron crystals, which you need a lot of. I'll use them in a pinch, but I try and save them. And the green sapphires, not so useful for other stuff. So I pretty much use them for weapons and tools. Just going to check, obviously, because this is a different version. Oh, another thing, it's version 0.1.3 of the Ultimate Mod Pack, so there was an update while I was sleeping. Green sapphire dust, what can that be made into? You can actually turn it into sapphire dust, which is interesting. You can use it as an amplifier in your matter fabricator, which is also quite interesting. But yeah, I'll have plenty of stuff for that, so I'm going to keep using these for weapons and tools until I can get an enchanting table and get some better stuff made. I'll be going for the Thaumcraft tools and stuff. Speaking of Thaumcraft tools and stuff, I'm going to just make a gold ingot. While that's cooking, I'll just put my roof in. I need a bit more glass. 3, 6, 9. I need 10 more bits of sand. I'll get that sorted in a bit. Got myself a gold ingot. I'm going to turn that into nuggets. I'll grab a stick. And I'm going to grab... I have to use a green one. I've got myself a wand. Hooray! And now with a wand I can grab a bookshelf I made earlier, using the books from the Mistcraft room. And cool, I've got my film on camera on. Now, well, holy shit, I had to come back. Check that out. It turns out the mod that creates the tool rack and the shelves and stuff creates other stuff. It's called Bibliocraft, if you don't know. Look at that, it's an armor rack. I love that kind of thing. That's, if you look at my other videos, you'll see my my warded stone mage tower. That these things are going to make that look so much better. So I can have some Thaumium armor on a stand and stuff. I love that. Anyway, just wanted to show you that, and I'm out again. So cheers, bye. I've seen plenty of videos doing Thaumcraft research, and it's not very interesting, so I'm going to do all that off camera. I just wanted to show you getting it started, but I'm going to be getting into Thaumcraft pretty early because I want to run my farms using golems, so I'll be getting into that pretty early. I'm thinking I'm going to go the oily bees route for my fuel, then I can get a steam boiler going. I've not done the oily bees route before. I've always gone with the tree farm, but tree farm needs appetite and it also needs dirt. Now you can craft organic stuff like the sugarcane, the wheat, etc. into plant balls, which you can then macerate into dirt, but really the other option is you need to get quarries going to get plenty of dirt coming in. So I'm going to try and avoid that for now. I'm going to get some materials together, do some Thaumcraft research, get a couple of straw and wood golems, automate this that way so I don't have to use Buildcraft power for that, and then get some bees on the go. The oily bees, the refined bees, are not that hard to get to, so I'm going to try and get that on the go. I need some seeds first, of course, so I'm using the wheat at first for seeds, but it's not very good. I'm going to look for hopefully find a couple of mini dungeons, get some melon seeds, get some melons on the go. They produce plenty of seeds. That's probably my next step. A couple of things to show you with the radar. You can see it's not in the bottom right anymore. I've moved it to the top right. I've turned the mobs off. There's plenty of options in the radar. There's where is it? You can show hostiles and all stuff like that. I've turned all them off because I thought it was a bit too easy having all the mobs showing. And also, if you notice when I go underground, will I turn that off as well? Yeah, I'll turn that back on just to show you. Cave mode. Cave mode. Enable cave mode on. Well, there we go. So if you go underground with cave mode on, you get to see what's underground, so you can see that there's what looks like to be an abandoned mine shaft over in that direction. So I find that a little bit easy as well, so I've been running with that off, so that just shows as normal. Get back out. This is where I came down. I'll show you real quick. I dug down to my usual mining level, which I usually mine at 11 because the lava's usually at 10, but the lava's at 11, so looks like it's one higher than normal. So I've moved my mine level to 12. So I just came along around the edge of this lava, see what I could find. I found a nice open area here, plenty of resources in it, so I'll be coming back here. One of the reasons why I put the texture pack on was because I didn't know what any of the ores were, because I'm not used to playing with a texture pack. Bit of lead on the floor there. I'll have that stuff. I can hear some zombies around, so be careful. Updated version of Zycraft has the soil blocks and water blocks and stuff, something I've never played with, so that's something I'm going to be having to have a look at. Next on my list, I'm looking for some diamonds, which of course everyone looks for at first. I want to get a prototype Omni wrench made as soon as possible, and I want to get a diamond handsaw made pretty soon as well. That was diamond then, but it's monosit. Because when I start up, I like to get a blue electric furnace on the go, especially because it's solar powered, and when you're struggling for power at the start, it's nice to be able to run all your cooking or your smelting with solar power. So that's my first 4 diamonds are probably going to go on a handsaw and a Omni wrench, and then we'll take it from there. Anything else I have to tell you? I think that's about it for now. So I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to get some more stuff made. I'm going to get some more resources, get some Thaumcraft stuff done, and then I'll be back later. So see you in a bit. And I'm back again. I've come for a little journey to the north. Am I north? No, south. Okay, my map's fixed. Didn't realise that before. To the south of my house, and I've found a little desert biome. Now, desert biomes are useful for a couple of things. Obviously, cactus. Get you some green dye and some pipe waterproofing, which, no disrespect to Buildcraft, I'm not a fan of the Buildcraft pipes, but until you can get your liquid ducts and stuff, you are going to want a little bit of Buildcraft piping, just to use as a stepping stone until you get conduits, redstone conduits and liquid ducts and stuff. This little desert biome is proving quite useful. There's a lot of surface materials. As you can see, I'm just grabbing a bit of coal. Now, coal, always useful, quite easy to pass by because you think you've got enough of it, but never pass by coal, it's always good. 1 stack of coal equates to 1 diamond if you run it through a compressor a couple of times. Mix it with a bit of flint and a bit of obsidian. Very useful. Bit of apatite here, that I shall grab. This time I'm going to try and avoid, as much as I like the forestry farms, I'm going to see if I can give myself power without having to rely on them. Just because I want to try and see if I can do it without having to quarry. Now, part of me, I'm going to quarry, of course, because you get a massive amount of resources, but I don't want to be relying on having to keep quarrying to keep my power generation going. So, the other thing that's useful in a desert, which I saw some over there, but I'm not seeing now. There's some. It's something that Thaumcraft adds, and that's these guys. I'm not sure what they're called, but if you break them, blaze powder, very useful. We're going to want a coke oven as soon as possible, because we're going to want to get some steel cooking for the steam boiler that I plan on making. Modest princess, modest drone. Now, meadows bees combined with modest bees, you get a chance of an arid bee, which is a bee that requires no flowers, which is quite nice. So it's a trait I plan on giving to all my bees. So I'm just going to have a little run round here, grab a bit more stuff. And then I'll head back to my house. So I don't want to bore you too much, so I won't keep this running much longer. Oh, look at this. This could be interesting. What have we got here then? Now, it's a little structure there. Now, is this something from vanilla? And am I going to find something down there if I investigate? Let's go down here. Unfortunately, my shovel broke. I can make a cobble shovel. Do anything underneath these? Well, I'm intrigued, so I might have to have a bit of a nosy down there. There probably isn't anything, but I know there is some like temples in deserts that you can find that have traps and stuff. A couple of chests in them. I don't see one of them anywhere. But, I think what I'll do is I'll waypoint this. Waypoints in this are quite nice. You press B, type in your waypoint name, desert thingy. Just easy as that. So you can see the distance and stuff. You can colour code them so however you want. Grab myself a bit more of these blaze powders, then I think I'll head back home. So I shall see you in a while. Okay, so we're back at the house, and there's a lot of stuff. It's a little bit overwhelming. There's a lot of new stuff that I'm having to get my head round. I've got no power yet, so the next thing I'm going to do between this episode and next is start getting some kind of buildcraft power. I'm going to make a couple of Stirling engines. Stirling engines are pretty straightforward. They're just a piston with some stone, cobble. Stone gears are just cobble gears, wooden cobble. So they're pretty straightforward. They only do 1 mg a tick, but I'm going to get a couple of them just to run a pulverizer and a powered furnace. You can see here, Zycraft, as I mentioned in the last little section. There's a new Zycraft, so there's Zycraft glass. So I put the wrong glass in my roof there. Put the right stuff there. Now, what's nice about this is you can break it and it doesn't smash. So you're not wasting stuff if you're moving stuff about. And that is going to become my seed oil tank. Now, speaking of seed oil, had a quick look when I broke my last flax plants if I could use the seeds. It turns out in this version, possibly in the version I'm playing on Minecraft because I've not checked for a while, well, you can use flax. I'm pretty sure you cannot in the Minecraft version I'm currently using, but in this you can use flax seeds in a squeezer to get seed oil. So I'm going to use flax seeds. I'm still going to go for melons because melons are good for Foundcraft. They have the apple symbol with no other stuff, so it's nice and clean for Foundcraft, and it's good food. But I'm going to have plenty of steak for food anyway. So I want to get a nice string farm going, plenty of string to make bags, etc. Plenty of seeds to make seed oil to start making my apiaries. So that's a good thing. So that's going to be my tank. That's how you make a Zycraft tank. You just make it out of any material. And if I was to put a valve, which I've not made yet, I want to get power going first. If I make this guy here, as far as I understand it, if I put a valve on any side of this box I've made, it'll turn this into a tank, which is pretty useful. So you don't have to get iron and stuff to make your first tanks. So that's nice. So that's going to be my tank. One other thing I'm going to mention is, oh, look at this. Before I get sidetracked, don't look at that yet. I was playing single player yesterday. I've actually changed this and I made it into a server. So, because it's just a server running on my machine, I want to have it as a server because I want to keep it running when I'm offline, once I've got chunk loaders and stuff. So the game will progress while I'm not playing, while I'm playing my normal server with my friends. So this will keep running once I've got chunk loaders. Which is, so it's, even though I'm playing it single player, it's actually on a server. Look at this guy. I saw this in the NEI. I had to make one. Look at that. It's a tool rack. Brilliant. Don't know what mod this is from, but I'm liking it. Birch tool rack. It's just some birch slabs and a bit of iron. And you can just right click tools onto it. I should show you the sickle while I'm messing around. This is a crowbar I got in a I got from a chest, and obviously a family pickaxe that I'll be upgrading to a pickaxe of the core when I get my research done. Sickle. Let's have a look at a sickle. If you don't know what a sickle does, it's from Red Power. It's a really basic recipe. Just 3 bits of cobble and a stick. Obviously you can make one with gems as well. But start off, all you need is 3 bits of cobble. And all it does is, instead of when you're tilling the land, when you're picking your crops up, instead of doing 1 block, it'll do a 3x3 area. You can't really tell there. I'll break this wheat. It's no big deal. What it does, instead of doing 1 block, there you go. It does all the blocks. Well, it does a 3x3 area, so it's just a bit easier to manually farm stuff. And you combine that with a seed bag, which is just some canvas, I believe. Replant them. Combine that with a seed bag, which is also from Red Power. Yeah, it's canvas and a bit of string. Canvas is string on a stick. You can actually plant 9 at a time. So the combination of sickle and a seed bag, instead of doing 1 at a time, you can do 9 at a time. So it makes manual farming a little bit easier. It's a useful tool to have at first until you get your farms automated. I'll put that there. And another thing that I'm guessing from the same mod as this. Look at this guy having a shelf, and you can put things on the shelf. Awesome. So I've got a saddle there, because you need a saddle on a shelf, and a bucket. You just right click them to get them back. So I have to find out what mod that's from. I'll put it as an annotation if I find out. So yeah, enjoying that. Wonderful stuff. So yeah, between this episode and next, when I get a bit of power organised, get a pulverizer and a furnace, I'm going to try and get some diamonds and probably get a blue electric furnace. I may come back on and record the crafting of those stuff, just so you can see it happening, but it's all pretty straightforward stuff. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, bye. Wrong button again. Awesome.